Good morning, Cyclones, and welcome to this week's edition of Cyclone Media Announcements. The boys varsity golf team will be competing in an invitational tournament at Osawatomie starting at 1 p.m.
The girls' soccer team has a home match today against Paola with JV starting at 4:30 and varsity starting shortly after. On Wednesday, O Club will have a field trip to the Kansas City Zoo.
Caleb and Carter Hebner will have a letter of intent signing in the community room at 3:15 on Wednesday. The FFA will have their chapter banquet on Wednesday in the Cyclone room starting at 6:30 p.m.
Colin Finch and James McDaniel will travel to Hutchinson for a Skills USA competition on Thursday and Friday. They will be competing in the automotive skills competition. The boys varsity golf team will compete in a league tournament on Thursday at Sycamore Ridge Golf Course in Spring Hill starting at 10 a.m.
Track and field will compete in a varsity invitational meet at Bonner Springs starting at 3:15 p.m. on Thursday. The boys' JV tennis team will compete in a triangular at Paola High School starting at 3:30 p.m. on Thursday.
Baseball will have a varsity doubleheader at home on Thursday against DeSoto, with the first game starting at 4:30 and the second game starting around 6:30. Softball will also be home against DeSoto on Thursday, with both JV and varsity playing doubleheaders. The first games will start at 4:30 with the second game starting around 6 p.m.
Life Skills will head to Emporia State University on Friday for a track and field day starting at 9:15 a.m. During advisory on Friday, all students will attend the Mr. and Mrs. OHS assembly in the PAC. The candidates for Mrs. OHS are Peyton Clare, Sylvia Payne, and Michaela Testorf. The candidates for Mr. OHS are Caleb Hebner, Carter Hebner, and Jamie Winslow. This is the highest honor a student can receive at Ottawa High School.
The boys' tennis team will have a varsity meet at Emporia High School on Friday starting at 3 p.m. The theater department will showcase their students' directed one-act plays on Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. in the PAC. The concert band will be heading to Andover Central High School on Saturday to participate in the KSHSAA Large Group Festival.
We want to give a shout out to FFA who qualified for state in 3 different competitions. The teams are Food Science with Kai Duckworth, Gavin Helgett, Aidan Franks, and Rayleigh Johnson. Horse Evolution with Piper Stottlemyre, Jaydon Bolden, Emily Powell, and Claire Irwin. Veterinary Science with Emily Powell, Caroline Rubik, Ashley T. Graves, and Alexis Duvall. We'll end today's announcement video with a message from Dr. Lewis about some changes coming to eHall Pass.
Make sure to check your emails in the club and event walls around the school for more information. Have a great day, Cyclones. Yay!
We did it.
Good morning, Cyclones. At the time you're watching this, if my count is correct, freshmen, sophomores, and juniors, you only have 21 school days left until summer. Seniors, you have even less. So let's buckle down and get your credits so you can enjoy a summer by the pool, making some extra money on a summer job, instead of spending your summer with me and Mrs. Hoffmeyer here at summer school. I want to tell you about a change that we're piloting these last 22 days that I know may not be super popular, but that we feel is best for our learning environment. As you know, our current hall pass time limit has been set for 10 minutes. And you're going to be shocked to hear this, but a review of our data shows us that we have many students from every grade level, students with straight A's, students who are struggling in some classes, all across the spectrum, who are missing 10 minutes from all or many of their classes throughout the day. If you use a hall pass on every or most classes, right now that amounts to 1 or more missed class hours per day. Across a week, it amounts to almost an entire day of learning that you are missing while you are going to the bathroom. We also know from conversations with teachers, from watching cameras and observing students that many times you may be going to the bathroom for a quick trip, but you're not using all that time doing that. You might be sitting in restaurant booths with a friend in the Cyclone room, sending text messages where you can get service, or meeting other people to walk around and make sure you use up all of your 10 minutes after a very quick trip to the potty. And there's nothing wrong with any of that during a passing period or Cyclone hour. But when it causes students to miss this much class time, it becomes an issue for our ability to encourage learning. And it also becomes an issue because the state of Kansas expects us to have you in class the vast majority of the minutes that you're scheduled to be in the building. That's how you get your diplomas. So beginning Monday, April 28th, pass times are going to be changing from 10 minutes to 6 minutes. We've chosen that time based on what we know other schools do, what we've observed here, And it would seem that 99 times out of 100, that will give anyone enough time to leave class, go to the closest restroom, go potty, and get back to class. It does not give you enough time to chat or text or walk around, which I'm sorry to tell you is not what bathroom passes are for. We also understand that bathroom emergencies can last longer than 6 minutes, that's a real thing. Your teachers can handle going over your pass limit occasionally on a case-by-case basis during this trial period. However, a 10-minute bathroom emergency is not something that happens every day or multiple times a day unless you have a documented medical issue we already know about. So beginning Monday, the expectation is that you put a pass in, you go to the absolute closest restroom to your classroom, you do your business in the potty, and you get straight back to class without the visits or the walks or the phone time, all within 6 minutes. Students who go over that pass time on a regular basis could lose the number of passes they get throughout the day or be restricted to only using the office bathroom, which is not something we want to do, and I'm guessing not something that you want to do either. This is a trial. We're going to try some things and make some adjustments and listen to your feedback. But overall, our goal is to help you have more time in the learning environment so that you can be successful and so that we can be honest when we're saying how many minutes you are in class every day. Thank you. Go Cyclones. 6 minutes, closest bathroom. Have a great day.
Okay, you want to do hold that up in front of your face, the right side? No, that one. That's for our color, to make sure we don't make you look too pale, what you're seeing. And then you can just set it on the chair or on the floor.
Okay.
And then do the click.